Hey, how you doing? Happy New Year to you. Hope you had an awesome holiday season. Hope you had a celebratory New Year's. And I wish you all the best in 2013. It's going to be an awesome year, even better than every year you've lived thus far. I can assure you that. So, I hope you got a chance to read the email I sent a couple days ago, reminding you to really focus on what you've accomplished thus far here at CrossFit 954 and in other aspects of your life as well. And acknowledge that. You know, we often tend to focus so much on what we still have yet to do, what we want to accomplish, what we're not able to do yet, and we lose sight of everything that we've accomplished thus far. And everyone who's been here for any significant period of time, couple months, you know, you've made progress. So make sure you acknowledge that, and most important, make sure you set goals for this upcoming year. And I encourage you not to make, it's fine to have a long-term goal, you know, where you want to be a year from now, but really focus on your small-term goals, what you want to accomplish the next month, what you want to accomplish the next 3 months, and then maybe 6 months out. That way you give yourself nice bite-sized chunks of things to focus on versus this overwhelming goal of, you know, I want to be able to do 10 muscle-ups when you don't do one now. You know, make a goal to do one. Or I want to lose 50 pounds when you need to just focus on losing 5. All right? So, again, the horizon is beautiful to look at, but we never get there, right? The shore, where we've been, it's important to look back every once in a while and see how far from that shore you've come. All right? So keep your eye on the prize, but acknowledge where you've come from. And I, as your coach, and on behalf of my other coaches here, we are absolutely proud of all you've accomplished, and we are so happy and grateful to serve you here at CrossFit 954. So this message is a little bit long, but it's important. All right. Normally, I gather everybody at the beginning of the year, and they come in, and I kind of go through all this stuff in person. But logistically, that's just a little difficult getting everyone here. And, you know, now with technology, I can say what I need to say, and you can get the same message from where you are. I just hope you watch this in entirety. Last year, this was a very long message. I promise you it is not going to be as long. My goal is 12 minutes. All right, I'm just going to go through everything that I need to say and keep it moving. All right, so first off, I want to tell you about the class format changes. Basically, the way the classes are going to be structured now is warm-up, which you've been doing. So you come in, you row or run usually. So that's your independent warm-up. Then you're going to do your pre-mobility, stretching, whatever you need to do to get ready to start the workout. There's going to be strength every day. All right, so we're going to always start with strength, and there's always going to be a different movement every day. So prior, we've been doing strength like twice a week. Now we're going to focus on something daily. All right, and then after we do the strength component, then we're going to do the WOD, or the conditioning. And for you ladies who want to burn calories and, you know, feel like unless you're sweating and like huffing and puffing, you're not being productive, this is the part that you're going to like. But I do need you to understand that CrossFit is about hitting all your bases, right? It's not just about endurance and conditioning. It's also about strength and flexibility and agility and accuracy and all of those things. So even though you may have areas that you don't like so much and other things you love to do, the CrossFit methodology embraces that you do all of it. All right, and this is why I'm implementing the strength on a more regular basis. And also, I mean, who doesn't want to be stronger? A lot of you ladies particularly feel like strength is not important, but trust me, the alternative to strength is weak, right? And you don't want to be weak. So being strong is going to help everything in your life, and you don't have to worry about, you know, all the stuff that women worry about, bulking up and all that stuff. If that starts to happen to you, which is a rare, then you can talk to me about it, and we can tweak some things so you're not lifting heavy. All right, so strength every day, conditioning thereafter, and then mandatory mobility stretching after. Sometimes that'll be group led, so we'll tell you specifically what we want you to work on. Sometimes that won't be, but here's the deal: you cannot leave here without cooling down, without stretching, without doing your mobility work. It's absolutely mandatory. Consider it part of your WOD. Reason being, I mean, there's endless reasons. 1, prevent injury. 2, just to let your body recover the way it's supposed to recover. All the work that we do a lot of, you know, what we do here at CrossFit is very hard on the body. So you've got to spend just as much time taking care of it, rejuvenating it, recovering it. And one way you do that is by stretching and taking care of your tissues, all right? Lacrosse balls, foam rollers, the new sticks that we've got, you've got to do that stuff on a daily basis, and it's got to be done correctly. And if you don't know how, or you have certain areas that need more work, let us know and we'll help you. But this is going to be definitely more of a focus of the classes than it has been in before. Okay, so just to repeat, warm up. There'll also still be the group warm up. Then there'll be strength. Then there'll be the conditioning WOD, which will be like the WODs you're used to doing. And then there will be mandatory mobility thereafter. And our goal is, again, to get you in and out of here in an hour max. If you need more mobility, come a little early, or you want to warm up extra, come a little early. If you want to stay late, which I encourage, some of you are awesome at that, then stay after and do your mobility stuff, all right? But it's super important. We're also going, my notes are here, by the way, that's why if you see me looking away. A monthly focus. Each month we're going to have a focus. Last month we focused on running quite a bit. The month before we did a lot of core stuff. And it's not to say that we're not always going to be doing all of these things, but I just want to focus on one or two particular things each and every month, just to develop skills. So this first month in January, our focus is going to be on the pull-up, on the kipping pull-up. I really want everyone to be able to do pull-ups by the first quarter this year, by March, without a band, just able to. Most of you are strong enough. Those of you who are not, you're going to work on your strength, which is going to help. But I want us to really get these pull-ups in, because they're going to make your workouts just so much better that involve pull-ups without the band. All right, so that's our focus for this month. And every month there will be a different focus. Also, we're going to now be having advanced / competitors / outlaw classes. A lot of you have heard us throwing that term around, outlaw in the gym. Outlaw is basically, it's a training methodology within CrossFit created by this guy named Rudy. He owns CrossFit Outlaw, and he's created this program which is geared towards people who are really more on the competitive track of CrossFit, who really want to focus on getting better, becoming better athletes and better competitors, and they want to go beyond just their general fitness. Now, I realize most of you, 90% of you, it's general fitness. You just want to come in and work out. That's it. No interest in working and competing. No problem. But for the 10% who do, or maybe haven't yet but would like to, then this gives them an opportunity to focus in a little bit more on skills and high technique stuff. All right, a lot of these classes are going to be taught by Tom. You guys, most of you know Tom Losa. He's going to be teaching like 5 to 6 of these advanced classes a week. They're going to be on the schedule. They're going to start the week of January 7th. All right, so you can just schedule for those like you would any other class. There's no additional fees for those. The Outlaw workout will always be posted on the second board, that little whiteboard chalk thing that's on the wall. It'll always be posted there. So even if it's not a structured class, if you want to come in and do the Outlaw workout instead of our workout, that is not a problem, and we encourage you to do that. But do understand, Outlaw is designed to be followed completely. So the goal is not to do Outlaw a couple days, do our program a couple days, do Outlaw. You know, some of you do that. I do that as well, which is probably not the best, but ideally, if you're going to do Outlaw, you want to try to stick to Outlaw. And if you're going to do our program, you do that. And come to Tom's classes, and you'll kind of get a good blend of both. All right, so that's going to start January 7th. Also, they're based on the survey, a lot of interest in yoga. So I'm working on getting an instructor. It's hard to find an instructor who can do the times that I think most of you will be able to come, which would be Saturday or Sunday late mornings, I'm imagining. Maybe even a weekday evening, now that the room upstairs is cleared away. Did all that yesterday, got all the junk out, so that's ready to go. But just know that I'm working on getting a yoga class going. Just make sure when it starts, if you said you wanted it, show up for it, because we've had yoga before and I've had to cancel it because the people who were interested stopped coming for whatever reason. And because we're not a gym where we have 1,000 members, if we don't have people consistently coming, then there makes no sense to have a class for 2 or 3 people. All right? So there's that. That should, I don't know how I am on time, but that can't be more than like 6 minutes. All right, so that's the class formats, all right? And that's going to kick in starting Monday, January 7th. All right, miscellaneous stuff. We got rid of the bins with the index card books because people weren't keeping them. And it's just really hard to find like what you need to find flipping through those books. So hopefully you guys all have, you know, smartphone, iPhone, BlackBerry, some phone that has a WOD app. The iPhone, it's called My WOD, all one word. Get that app if you don't have it. BlackBerry, I think it's called WOD Tracker. But there are apps out there, and it just makes keeping track of your workouts and your weights, particularly now we're doing strength. You got to do this. You got to keep track of your weights so you're not playing a guessing game every single week when we're doing movements, all right? So have a way to track it. We have these WOD books also at the front. If you are more old school and you don't want it on a smartphone, I've got these great WOD books that are organized now, and they're way better than your index cards. They're like 20 bucks, so if you want one of those, they're at the front. Get one of those. But the index card books are gone. If you had them here, oh well, I'm sorry, they're gone now, and you'll start over fresh. All right, kids room. Kids room is there. Just one thing on the kids room, guys. That's there as an amenity for you. I know sometimes you got to bring your kids here. My kids here often. Just make sure that your kids clean up after themselves when they're done with the room. Sometimes I go in there, Saturday I come in here and that room is a mess. All right? Have your children, and if not your children, then you clean up after their mess. If they've been eating anything, throw that stuff out. And we can't, just do your best to keep things clean in there. And that goes for the gym in general. All right? I came in yesterday, cleaned out the whole gym, organized stuff. And I get that there's going to be day-to-day, it gets messy. We have a cleaning staff that comes in on the weekends, and they do the thorough cleaning. But during the week, we've got to be responsible for upkeeping everything. That means if you use chalk, she knows my pet peeve, and it gets all over the floor, just clean it up. That's all I ask. I know it's going to get on the floor. I don't expect it to be like chocolates, but clean it up when you're done. Sweat puddles after your workouts are gross if they're not cleaned up. No one else wants to roll around and do burpees in your sweat. Clean it up. There's a Swifter. I just got that steam mop. You guys wipe stuff down. Wipe down your bars when you're done, because all the different hands on it with sweat. Wipe down the medicine balls, kettlebells, anything that your hands touch. Make sure after the workout you just wipe it down with the sanitizing wipes. This is important to keep germs to a minimum. People won't be breaking out and getting rashes and all that gross stuff. So cleanup is important. Put things back where they go. Everything has a spot. Put the kettlebells on the rack. Put the medicine balls on the rack, not on the floor. Put the bars on the rack. Put the weight plates, it's divided, 10, 15. Put them in their right spot. That way things stay orderly and neat. All right, and it's just better experience for everybody. All right, I'm cruising through this. Nutrition consults. On the survey, I saw a lot of you weren't aware that we have nutrition consults. The last Saturday of every month. All right, if you want to come get weighed in, see how you're progressing. If you need some nutrition help, if everyone has done it when they first started. You meet with Lorraine. She gets you all started with the Kickstart, with the paleo program, all that. But a lot of you don't come back in after that. And that's important if you have a goal of weight loss or any body transformation. Because if you don't know where you are, you can't change things. All right? And she's here from 10 to 11, the last Saturday of every month. Haven't been the best with keeping it on the schedule, but know that she will be here. And I will do better to put it on the schedule, or ask Marlene to put it on the schedule last Saturday of every month. All right? So make sure you take advantage. This is a free resource. It's included in your membership. Lorraine is extremely knowledgeable. Use her. Make sure, not use her, but take advantage of her knowledge and get your goals. That's what we're here to help you with. What else? Oh, ambassadors. I'm going to start an ambassador program for those of you who've been here a long time, kind of know how all this stuff works. And we have new people come in. Sometimes, Mike or Christine or I, we're dealing with the class, and there's a new person who may need to warm up, right? And they need to run a lap, but they're not sure what the lap is, or they haven't gone through the Kickstart, let's say it's a trial class, or they don't know. Just the ambassador is there to help out the new people and make their transition into CrossFit just a little easier. So I'll be speaking to those of you who would like to be ambassadors, and just say, hey, would you mind being an ambassador? It's no huge commitment. It's just if someone's here when you're here and they're new, we'll introduce you as an ambassador, meaning you've been here a long time, you know CrossFit, you know how it works around here, and you can just be that extra help for them. All right, so ambassadors, that's going to kick in soon. Admin stuff. I'm getting through this, and promise I'm almost done. Admin stuff. I get a lot of emails about scheduling, cancellations, vacations, all that stuff. You guys understand, Marlene is Director of Operations. She's the admin person. Direct those emails to her at support@synergizeweightloss.com. She will handle that. Everything has to be in writing. So if you call me or you tell me in the gym, I may or may not remember. We need it in writing. We need you to email Marlene when you have any issues like that. Regarding cancellations, just know everyone is on a 30-day cancellation policy. We've done away with the 1, 3, 6, 12-month agreements because basically if people don't want to be here, we don't want them to be here, right? So no point in locking them into these long-term memberships. All we ask is 30 days advance notice to your billing, and a lot of you guys forget that. And when you need to cancel, or maybe not cancel, but you just need to take a break, you're going away, you tell us like 5 days before your billing date. That does not work. You've got to give us 30 days notice prior to your billing. Email Marlene and she will tell you, she'll take the next step from there. All right? That's important. Some of you are getting lax with your scheduling. Please schedule online, especially this new year, January, February, it gets crazy. We're starting a new 8-week program for new people, middle of January, and we need to know how many people we have coming in. So please schedule your classes online. All right, if you're having problems with that, let us know. What else? All right, last thing is things coming up. So I'm going to kick off a paleo-like, it's called a Whole 30 Challenge, it's a 30-day nutrition challenge. I know a lot of you could use a little boost in your nutrition and your results and your weight loss and your fat loss, whatever it is, and your performance. So we're going to kick that off, I believe, January 7th. I'm going to send you an email. I'm going to give you all the materials you need for that. And we're going to do this 30-day paleo challenge, and then the whole life challenge which a lot of us did a couple months ago, that 8-week program, that kicks off again February 16th. So this will be a good lead in to those of you who want to do that again, or those of you who didn't do it before who want to do it now. It is awesome. Highly recommend that whole life challenge. I didn't create it. I'm just the messenger of it and the facilitator, I guess. But awesome experience, so definitely take advantage of that. But that whole 30 challenge is coming up. You'll get an email. Athlete of the Year party, OMG. Dates keep having to change because I keep trying to book the room and it's not available. But here's the deal. Athlete of the Year bash in lieu of our holiday party. That's why we don't have a holiday party, because we do this. I do this big client appreciation Athlete of the Year bash every year. This year it's going to be on Saturday, February 2nd. That is the final date. Going on this week. Put the deposit on the room. That's the date. All right, Saturday, February 2nd. It's usually an evening event, 7 p.m. Dress to impress, red carpet event at the Ramada on Hollywood Beach. Awesome. You'll get an email about that. But that's the date. Absolute final, not changing again. February 2nd. All right, and then the final thing is our 8-week resolution revolution. Not for you guys because you're already here, but if you have family members or friends who maybe want to try CrossFit out, then this 8-week program is a great opportunity. I'll be sending an email about that in the next couple days, so you can forward that to them and let them know we're having this 8-week program that starts Saturday, January 19th, and you get the referral credit if they join. The referral credit's always in place, $50 towards your membership or retail or anything else that you want there. All right, I think I covered it all. I don't know where my time is because I can't see it on here, but I know for sure that was shorter than last year. And if anything else comes up, which is very possible, I'll send you an email. But look for that email on the Paleo 30-Day Challenge. And what else? The Member of the Year, Athlete of the Year party, February 2nd. All right, so you guys, I'm wishing you the most awesome of awesome, absolutely the best 2013 possible. I am going to be here for you in whatever capacity you need me to. As long as you're willing to do your part, my staff and I will do our part. We are 100% committed to you achieving your goals. And we love what we do. This is my passion, and I know it is their passion as well. So we're here for you. All right, so let's make 2013 the best year ever. Here at CrossFit 954 and just in life in general. All right, kick butt, take names, and I'll see you soon. Take care.